best hand trap tier list in the whole format, unbiased. Let's go. Before we do, the sleeves are back in stock, guys. As everyone knows, these are the best sleeves in Yu-Gi-Oh! And they get sold out. They're sold out every fucking time. I got myself a whole ass case for myself. Get yours right now with Trif10 down below. Use the code Trif10. You stop this video. You click that link down below because for all I know, it's going to be sold out by tonight or tomorrow. That's how fast these go. Get yourself a case so you never need to run out of sleeves. Use Trif10 to get 10% off. Do that right now this second. I personally like the white ones because it just looks normal and I'm not a colorful guy. I don't really care for aesthetics at all. I think the blue color is the nicest aesthetics, but the pink one is also very nice, depending on your style. So between the three, this is more basic. It's just, I'm a basic guy. I'm a basic guy with a big brain and who's very good at Yu-Gi-Oh! But these two are probably the best looking. So make that choice which one you like. So get yours right now and use Trif10. What code again? Let me know in the comments. Trif10, baby! And whoever comments the funniest comment about the number 10 for Trif10 down below, I'm going to send one of each of these to you. I'm going to give it to you at any WCQ. And if you don't want to pay for shipping, just DM me on Discord and I could bring pairs for you at any WCQ. Anyways, it'll probably be sold out by then. So, let's get straight into this video. Oh, and if you want to learn Cool Toon, get your Cool Toon Masterclass down below. Or a matter of fact, want to learn Coach. Okay, that's a minute and a half of fucking yap. Now, enjoy fucking 20 minutes of more yap on how much I hate hand traps. But it's not just that I hate hand traps, it's in what decks are you playing them in. In Elf Note, you have no choice. In Elf Note, you need to play the hand traps because the deck cannot go second. In Cool Toon, it's preferable if you play hand traps because there's tuners. Even though Cool Toon's very good going second, contrary to popular belief, because you guys suck at Yu-Gi-Oh! And don't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Properly and don't watch my fucking videos, don't learn. However, by playing hand traps, your deck becomes a bit worse against decks like Cool Toon. So you gotta sometimes find a happy medium. Like whichever the hand traps are board breakers, you could potentially save for your opponent's Zalin remix setup while having some breakers concluded. So I'm gonna show these hand traps in two ways. I'm gonna do a quick one to show what I think are the best hand traps in a half and half Cool Toon board, because I believe the best way to play Cool Toon is breakers. But if you're going to want to play some hand traps for Cool Toon, it's got to be the hand traps that are also breakers. And then I'm going to reset the whole thing and show for Cool Toon what's the best one. And then after, I'll show generically what's just the best. So I'm going to do a quick one right now for all my Cool Toon players out there, because obviously Cool Toon is my favorite deck right now and it's just the best deck. So I'm going to show the options of these that are board breakers, hand traps, and preferably tuners. What I mean by board breakers is obviously Ash is not breaking no fucking board now unless it's branded or roll-ad to whatever decks. But decks that are hand traps you can use on your turn as well as your opponent's. So if you save Ash Blossom for your turn, you could use it against a lot of decks. Kind of like on your turn as a board breaker per se. There's a lot of decks like that. And those hand traps that I'm not putting all of these under tier S, but against the top decks of the format, all of these you can save for your turn. I'm not rating these at S. Again, I'm going to just emphasize this for all my players out there. This is specifically Magnuma. All of these hand traps that I'm showing you, you could generically kind of basically use for, you could save these for your turn and use them on your turn offensively. Now, out of these, Cool Toon cannot play Purge or Impulse. Okay, I know Master Duelers are in shambles right now. If you play Dominus cards in Cool Toon, you're just crazy stupid. Please do not do that. It's laughable. Now, this Bestial being a Magnuma. If you look at these specific hand traps, Ash Blossom, Ghost Bell, Ghost Ogre, these three ghost cards are the new hand traps of the format, but all these you could use on you could save them for your turn. Harmonia, you could save for your turn. Fuwalos, save for your turn, because if you go Fuwalos drop phase, you're drawing a few times against Cool Toon, you're drawing a few times against Branded. These are the two decks you need to prepare for. And Imperm is the common one, that's the first board breaker hand trap. However, Imperm is a very weak board breaker hand trap, because what are you going to do? Imperm what? Zalid? They'll just make back-to-back and resummon it. And Bistio specifically being Magnamon. So for Cool Toon, you guys see these hand traps? These are the hand traps you would rather more of. I don't believe in Imperm because it's not a tuner. Fuwalos, it's not a tuner, but it does the most. But between Ash, Bell, Ogre, and Harmonia, these are all tuners, but they could also be saved for your turn. So if you're playing a mix, and one Magnamon. So if you're playing, let's say, these 16 hand traps that you're looking at with clip, you have 17. It's 17 hand traps, and you could throw in, give or take, about 5 board breakers in there. You'll have 22 non-engine and a bunch of board breakers. And if against Cool Tune, you could save all these for your turn. And you have a lot of good, all these are good generically versus everything, and you're kind of safe versus FTK decks. So I just want to put these as, in my opinion, the tier S hand traps for Cool Tune, because these are, because in a half, hand trap, half breakers, and your whole side deck is breakers, and you have like FNV, Talons, Called By, maybe Book of Eclipse, maybe Super Poly in the main deck. I know Super Poly is not the greatest against everything, but with the exception of Ritual Light and Darkness, and if you include the new Super Poly target versus Elf Note, Super Poly is actually pretty good versus everything now. With that being said, now I'm gonna reset this and do just generically for all decks, because unfortunately you guys don't have a brain, and you guys it's not all Cool Tune players out there, unfortunately. But you guys don't know Cool Tune's the best deck. Anywho, last thing to say, these probably have sold out since the beginning of this video. Get yours while you can, deadass. Trif 10! Trif 10! And don't forget to comment down below something about 10. Just make a joke about 10, okay? Because like I have 10 rings, and you gain 10 pounds, you fatty. Okay, anyways. Deity Crow is decent. It could get some extra value now. I'm going to put it at B, but it could be closer to a C. It's decent. It could be used versus a few decks. I wouldn't call it useless against Branded, Ritual Light and Darkness, Mitsurugi, and Striker. Those are pretty good versus them. But the deck to beat is Cool Tune. I don't care what anyone says. And you're not playing this card as Cool Tune, so it's mid. I'm going to, it's closer to here. But it's like, Crow is doable. Crow, we could talk. Skullmeister, we're not fucking having a conversation. Crow, we can have a conversation. Meister, even, maybe a combo can be had for Meister because level 4. For some decks that are level 4. For Droll and Lockbird, I'm going to put this actually at A. And I'm actually the biggest non-believer of Droll. I always said Droll was dog shit. Almost always. But the reason I like Droll is that you want to play board breaker style deck. You need some board breakers in this format. If you're going to play 20 hand traps against Cool Tune, you're going to have a bad time. You could have 4 of those hand traps and still lose to Cool Tune. Cool Tune's the deck to beat. What Droll does is, having cards like Droll and Fualos and Perulia, you're allowed to play the rest of your deck all breakers. So I'm going to put Droll there. One more reason why I'm going to put Droll at A. Every breaker deck is going to be playing Pot of Sloth now, because Pot of Sloth is an absolutely broken card, especially post Cori. I'm putting Droll ahead of where it was before, because Droll against non-engine now is going to be very good. Every single board breaker deck you could think of is going to be on Pot of Sloth. That makes Droll crazy, because if you're going second, you're going first, your opponent has Pot of Sloth in their deck. If you could, I would say Droll's the best side deck card in the game right now, because against FTK decks, this will stop most of them. In conjunction with the board, Droll is very oppressive in conjunction with the board. But when you're going first and your opponent's Pot of Sloth in their deck and you Droll them, it's huge. Veiler, I'm going to say something about Veiler now. Veiler is a tuner, it's a level 1, and it's going to be your favorite tuner hand trap with Cool Tune, but you can only use it on their turn. The issue with Veiler is that every deck is playing FNV now. Every deck has ways to dodge Veiler now. So Veiler is weaker than it was before because the way to dodge it so often now. FNV is everywhere. Cool Tune is KTS and FNV. Every deck has something. So it's okay due to the fact that what else are you going to put in this place? I'd still consider it better than Crow, absolutely, unquestionably. So I'll put Veiler at B. It's not where it was before. And one more thing. If you're playing all hand traps, this has to be in your deck no matter what, okay? So this is more so like, are you going to play half and half? Yes or no? If your answer is, yeah, you're going to play half and half, Veiler might not be in your deck. But if you're going to play, yeah, I'm playing hand traps all right. I'm playing all hand traps. This card's an S. You're playing it regardless if it gets stopped or not. If your deck's playing 20 hand traps, Veiler's in it. I don't care how you cut it, how you look at it. Veiler's in your deck if you're playing 20 hand traps. If you're playing a little half and half, I don't see Veiler in your deck. So I guess in that regard, from that logic, we could put it in A, but that's kind of how you should be looking at it. If you have spots for 20 hand traps, you're putting it in. Whether they have an answer to it or not, you're going to Delta them. If you're playing 20 hand traps, Delta's probably in your side deck. So same idea there. Cherries. If you could pull off Cherries against Cool Tune, it's obviously very good as a side deck option, but the problem with that is dog shit versus everything else. You can't really hit Albion because they'll just re-get it back. And what if they send Albion for cost before they even put it with Monster? And if you try to Cherries to get rid of Trackmaker against Cool Tune, you have to keep in mind for KTS. So let's say you have Ash or Delta in your hand as well as Cherries. Your opponent summons a monster. you go cherries, and then you get for track maker, but it's not cost to reveal it. So let's say you go cherries, that's the cost of discarding. So they say chain KTS, you Ash or Delta it. That way they can't quick effect make track maker, because if you go cherries and you don't have Ash or Delta and they get KTS and they go track maker, cherries is pretty weak. In that situation, I recommend cherries remove remix. In my opinion, I think that'll be the highest value card. Remix is a lot better than you guys give credit for. It adds back the hand trap for one, and a quick synchro, and a level 3 that gets an effect off. So, or a level 2, whatever. So you're gonna want to get rid of remix after track maker. So even in the worst case scenario where the KTS, you can at least get rid of that. It's a very good card against mirror, shit versus everything else. Ogre is a lot better now. Ogre's very good against Ritual Light and Darkness. It's very good against Branded. And overall, just as a card, it's good against both as a board breaker against a lot of decks. Even versus Elf, no. If they try to use a trap, Ogre and the trap to negate, Ogre and Bell could deal with it. So that's something to keep in mind. Mind you as well, one thing, Grifo could dodge the Ghost Ogre, so just something to keep in mind. But I'm putting Ghost Ogre at A. Ghost Ogre is probably the best it's been in an extremely long time. This card has always been tier Farfa, unquestionably. Like, this card, even when time was a thing, this card was so doo-doo. This card, it's not dogwood, it's doo-doo. It's shit. Ash will always be tier S. Bell is tier S. Ash and Bell, this format, are used, and for the last format, this format and last format, fantastic as a breaker, fantastic as a hand trap. Hits both categories. It's a very good card. Both of them. And I'm always almost close to put Ghost Ogre here, because Ghost Ogre for the first time in a long time is actually a strong value hand trap. In addition, if you just so happen to draw into a 6th card or have it and don't want to use it, you can use it against your opponent and it'll hit them at good moments. Ritual and Darkness is playing Azamina. You could hit them with that. Ogre could hit the trap card. If Mind Shuffle does not resolve, they're fucked. They're actually... So the deck already bricks like crazy. Mind Shuffle getting stopped is tremendous. And not many cards could hit that. I'm going to put a few of these C. Every C card is in tier Farfa. Not tier C. Tier Farfa. For the vibes, are we putting every C card in tier C? No. Because they're all dog shit. Psycho Reader, C. They're all C. All these are not C. They're F. They're shit. Don't play these cards. Retaliating C and Contact C is laughable. If you're going to play a card to quote-unquote defeat Cool Tune as a hand trap, specifically for Cool Tune, it's Cherries. Against Cool Tune, this is probably an A, maybe an S. But if you're going second, this is an S. You don't want these. These are fucking shit. C comes up a few times, and a lot of the times I look at your hand that you have Retaliating C before I even use a spell card. And if I notice you have Retaliating C, I'm not doing a dad joke there, I'll just get JJ, and you can't Retaliating C at JJ. So I'll just play around it if I see it. And Retaliating C was better when Overtake was at 3. Mourner, I've always believed in this card, but I'll put it probably at B or C. It's usable. I would rather use the hand traps in S and in A. Maybe Crow, right? Like maybe. But like these, and then they're not really like they're not useless. Mourner's a tuner. Like, I'll probably put Mourner at C though. Somewhere around there though. That's probably where I would put it in a ranking if it was like a real ranking. Lancey is laughable. Malice is probably 20 hand traps, though it'll be bad. I'm putting Gamma. I want to put Gamma and Delta at A or B. I get it. You don't want to draw a driver. You're side decking this when you're going second. Like, maybe you're main decking it if you're playing Cool Tune, because the tuner helps you. The level 2 helps you more than you guys think, because it makes mix not really a 1-card, 2-card combo anymore. It's better than you guys think. I would probably put Gamma and Delta upwards of... I'll put Gamma A, Delta at B. But like, they're a package. It's like you play them both. You play 2 Delta, Gamma, and a driver. You're side decking them going second, right? They're good, but do you know what? Like, not many cards stop a spell. I'll put them here. If you're playing hand traps, you'll play Gamma or Delta in your side deck. I'm gonna go. Mathematically, you're not going to see driver that often. If your deck could especially use the Gamma or Delta that's not usable in some capacity, let's say, for example, you could use it as a tuner extender if you're playing Cool Tune. You could use it to send off a Deception if you're playing Ritual in Darkness. It's around there. Phantasme, shit. Magnamut A, if you have Harmonia. If it's Druis Worms, it's like, or other Bestials, it's like tier unplayable. around C. If it's normal Bestials, it's C. If it's Magnema, it's A. You guys hear that? C for normal Bestials, Magnema is A. So for that case, I'll put it in B. But you like Bestials are C, Magnema's A. Don't forget that. Cerebus is laughable. Token Collector is laughable. No Material laughable. Chaos Hunter laughable. Herald in the decks that you could Herald, yeah, it's up there. But a lot of those decks also, you don't want to remove the fairies, right? Nibiru's awful. It's good versus Elf Note, shit versus everything else. I'll put it in C. Shifter, if you could use it, it's the best hand trap in the game. Just no, actually still, but I'll put a shifter there. Imperm, it's not a hand trap for Cool Tune. It's not a real breaker this format, and it's not a monster. Like who would have thought the day Veiler would be better than Imperm? But Imperm's not as good as you guys think it is right now. If you're gonna play Veiler is a tuner and it's a monster, and it's way better than Imperm for that purpose. In so many decks, Veiler's better in Elf Note, Veiler's better in Cool Tune. Imperm being a breaker is not real right now. There's no deck that you're saving Imperm for. It's so low value. But I'll still put it around here. If you have hand traps, you're playing Imperm. But it's weak. This card shit. This card shit. This card shit. This card's okay in the side deck. Fualos. I'll put it in A. Could be I'll put it in A. Every deck now is good against Fualos, but Fualos is Fualos. This card shit. If you could play this card, it's an S. If you could play this card, it's an S. This card shit. If you could play this card, it's probably a high A. This card's dog shit. You can't play anything else. This card's good in the decks it could be used in. Super mid, but maybe one day Godos will be good. One day it'll be good. Harmonia, I'm putting an S or A. I don't know what you guys are going to say, but Trif, bro, you said this card sucks. This format, it's not the worst. It had its time. I'm not playing this card against Draco Tail. I'm not playing this card against Cool Tune. But overall, as a half hand trap, half breaker, it goes around here somewhere right now. These are the hand traps. If you could play it, you'll play it. But Harmonia, again, is also not as good as you think. I'm probably Harmonia is the highest in A. It's a great card, obviously. But, like, what's Harmonia going to do to my opponent? Normal summoning a Cool Tune. It does nothing. At least Ash or Bell actually stop it. Veiler Imperm stop it. Like, so many situations like that. If you have one Harmonia and you're hoping Harmonia stops your opponent, the only way Harmonia stops your opponent is if your opponent's on some total dog shit deck, which is okay because everything that's not Cool Tune is a total dog shit deck, so that's all right. But I think Harmonia is somewhere around A or S. If your deck could play Harmonia, play it. But if your deck is like Ritual Light and Darkness, that you're much better off just playing Link cards because of Azamina and fusions like Azamina, you're not playing Harmonia. If that's the cost of playing Harmonia is not that high, where you're gonna make your deck shit. But if your deck could naturally play it, like it's a synchro deck, like it's Elf Note or it's like Cool Tune, yeah, you're going to put Harmonia in your deck because it's a hand trap or a board breaker. Angelechi is fucking shit. I'm putting this in tier Farfa because if you're playing Angelechi, your deck's fucking dog shit. Don't play Angelechi. It's laughable, it's dog shit, and it's not something that someone that plays these sleeves would do, like myself. I am a 3-time YCS champion. You'll never catch me playing that ugly-ass deck. That deck's so dog shit. Anyways, disgrace to chess. That's it for the video. Hope you guys liked this video. This is, in my opinion, the top hand traps in the format. Tier A, Gamma resolving is better than some of the cards it's ahead of. That's behind. But again, you're not probably main decking Gamma. This is just an overall value considering some have to be main decked, some have to be side decked, etc. I hope you guys like it. This is my honest opinion. And check out the sleeves right now. They're all live right now. Get the bundles because it's amazing value and you're probably not going to pick them up for a long time. And DM me if you want me to bring them so you don't have to pay for shipping. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Also, check the Cool Tune Masterclass down below. And whoever has the coolest response about the number 10, that's funny or smart or, you know, just a cool comment, I'm going to be bringing these 3 to NEWCQ for you. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!